Listen to my voice, singing in the wind. Feel my gentle touch in the golden sunlight. I was born to love. Kiss your tears away, banish all your fears. Fill the world with joy. See my loving glow in a blushing flower. Watch my dreams take wings over sky so blue. I will save the earth and its every glory. I will teach my child every golden story.
Minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zero.
Isang makakaligasang gabi po sa inyong lahat, and at the same time, maraming salamat po sa nanood sa amin kanina sa 6 p.m. namin na session together with Magandang Pilipinas. And now, diretso tayo sa Miss of Philippines, or kakatapos lang ng virtual nila na long gown competition. And at the same time, ang ganda ng mga makakasama ko ngayon kasi Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And hopefully, okay yung connection nila. Kasi kanina, habang nag-start kami, medyo nawawala yung connection nila. Pero ganito talaga, virtual siya. So, we need to adjust. But first, let's introduce one by one our beautiful ladies. Let's start from Luzon, representing Tanay Rizal, Mars Sophia.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Mars Friends, for having me tonight.
Welcome, Mars. And also from Luzon, diretso tayo ng Visayas. Representing San Fernando, Cebu, Mars Keshen.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Mars. I'm so excited for this chikahan and also for my queen sisters. We will get to know each other, especially that we're having it virtually. So, hello, everyone.
Hello, and last but definitely not the least, Mindanao tayo from Polomalok, South Cotabato. So welcome, Mars Precious. Andiyan ba siya? Alright, so medyo nagsistruggle ngayon si Mars Precious sa kanyang connection, but we will introduce her later as we go on. Ayan.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. All right. So ganito yung mangyayari kasi Mars, meron tayong medyo may delay with regards to the audio. So meron tayong mga 5 seconds or 6 seconds bago sila sagot sa ating mga question. But first, let's introduce one another. Mars Sophia, would it be okay, Mars, if you could introduce yourself and give a little fun facts about you?
Sure, Mars. So, good evening, everyone, to all of our viewers. I am Sofia Lopez Galvez, your Miss Philippines Earth, Tanay Rizal. I am your ecopreneur queen. That's what I call myself because my advocacy is actually related to ecopreneurship. And, fun fact about me is that I like sewing my own clothes. So, I haven't started doing machine sewing. That's what I wanted to learn for a long time. But I do know how to repair my clothes, for example. So I'm really a fan of upcycling my old clothes. So, when I was in college, I used to wear very old clothes. For example, I wore some t-shirts that I got from my mom and I repurposed them. So yeah, that's a fun fact about me. It doesn't look like it, but I know how to sew. What else? I really love hiking, and that's one of the many things that I love about Tanay. I love hiking the mountains there. I actually want to do a trek through the three mountains in my own barangay: Mount Ingat, Mount Kayabo, and Mount Maynova. So that's my next goal. What else? I studied political science originally, and then I shifted to speech communication in the middle of it all. And now I am currently the Chief Operating Officer of Tagpuan Camp and Eco Park. That's it.
Wow, in fairness, ang galing. Thank you so much, Mars. Later, gusto ko maganda yung discussion natin later with regards to advocacy round. Yon, excited ako for your advocacy, Mars Sophia. And diretso tayo ng Visayas. Ito tinatanong namin kanina ni Mars Sophia, paano kaya i-pronounce yung pangalan nito? Parang naguguluhan kami. Pero ngayon, ito na, para coming from herself mismo. Mars, would it be okay if you could introduce yourself, Miss San Fernando, Cebu?
And hello everyone. So my name is Saibal Shan Kasli Babatid and I am often called as Kishin since that has been my nickname since I was in high school. And yeah, I am the representative of San Fernando, Cebu, and I will be advocating about scavenging of the ocean because I am actually a thalassophile and that's one fun fact about myself. I love to go to the ocean. It's because I've been through some mental health problems before, and it has been the ocean that has helped me overcome it. And I'm so grateful for the environment, specifically for the ocean, that it was able to help me cope up with depression, with my anticipatory anxieties, and things like that. And also, aside from being a thalassophile, I'm also a pluviophile or a lover of the rain. So basically, I love water in general. So I love it when it's raining. I mean, I'm not hoping, of course, for others who doesn't have a home, and I know that it's gonna be terrible if it's raining and they don't have a place to stay with. But if just a fun fact of myself, then I am really a lover of the water. So I'm a thalassophile and a pluviophile, which is very connected also to my advocacy, which includes the waters. So yon.
Thank you so much, Mars. And also, quick shout out lang. Hello, Tintin! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And also kay Alan Lloyd Martinez, kay Erica Lardizabal. Ayan, ang daming nanonood na mga Sofia Natics, kung tawagin nila, di ba? Ayan, wait lang. Baka, ayan, papasok na siguro si Mars Precious. Kaya na ba ni Mars Precious na makapasok kaya para ma-introduce din natin siya sa ating mga nanonood. Ayan, parang nawawala-wala talaga yung net niya. But moving forward tayo. Eto Mars, would it be okay Mars if you could share to us your love story in the world of pageantry? Eto, kailan kayo nag-start mag-join ng beauty pageant? Ano-ano na yung mga beauty pageant na nasalihan ninyo. And prior to Miss Philippines Earth, sino talaga yung parang sino yung nag-motivate sa'yo or ano yung nag-motivate sa'yo to join beauty pageant? Mag-start tayo kay Kishen, kay Mars Kishen from San Fernando, Cebu.
All right. So, I actually started pageantry when I was in college. I was like 17 or 16 years old that time. And why I love to join pageant? Well, I have to be honest. Before, I actually joined pageant because I want to support my studies. And since I came from a broken family and I came from a single mom, so I also had to help her when it comes to financing my studies, my daily allowance, and even my tuition fee. So that is one of the major reason why I joined pageants before. And to mention, I've also won different city titles already here in Cebu. And even in our school, I also joined. I was held as Miss Southwestern University FINMA as well, where I studied in college. And I've been Binibining Toledo City, Miss Dumanhog. And if you're familiar with Gaisano Mall, I also won as Miss Gaisano Capital 2016. And yeah, so basically, I joined pageants for my studies and I stopped at 2018 because I got a scholarship from Southwestern University. So I stopped in 2018, and this is actually my comeback pageant. And I have to be honest that I stopped because I lost the purpose along the way, and I don't want to join pageant without any passion in it. So when I've gone through depression in 2019, I've started to love scavenging the ocean. I've started to love the ocean and I really, really took care of it as much as I could. And I thought to myself that this isn't enough. I mean, the ocean had helped me so much, and just by talking to nonprofit organizations is not enough. So I have to widen my platform. I have to widen my scope. So that is why I joined Miss Philippines Earth. I mean, I've told this a lot of time. I've told this to a lot of people that I didn't join Miss Philippines Earth because I am a beauty queen finding her purpose. That's why she's joining the pageant. But instead, this purpose had already burgeoned in my heart before I even joined this pageant. And that is exactly why the reason why I am motivated to joining Miss Philippines Earth, because I really want to push through with my advocacy and I really, really want to give back to the ocean. So, ganun yung story ko when it comes to pageantry. I mean, it didn't start like I was very passionate about it. It just developed later on, and it really took me back to where my fire is blazing, and it's here in this platform. So, yeah, thank you so much, Mars, for having this opportunity to also to get to talk about our advocacy. Kasi napaka-important kasi for me to really talk about it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mars. And excited ako later for the advocacy round natin. Kasi yung advocacy round kasi natin dito is more on about educating. Let's educate one another. Let's educate our viewers with regards to your advocacy. But before that, syempre diretso naman tayo kay Mars Sophia. Mars Sophia, my question to you is, kailan ka nag-start mag-join ng beauty pageant? And also, ano-ano na yung beauty pageant na nasabihan mo? And ito, sino ang nag-motivate sa'yo to join beauty pageant?
Okay, thank you so much, Mars friends. So I actually can really relate with Kesh and their story because medyo same eh. I also started when I was actually turning 17. So I think I was sophomore in college. I started with the barangay level. So talagang it started from the bottom, now we're here, something like that. So I really climbed the ladder. I started with barangay pageants, specifically in Montalban, actually. So Rizaleño talaga ako, but I really was raised in Montalban. So hello po sa mga Montalbeños, I love you so much. I was actually binibining Montalban 2014, and then I was also crowned as Miss Rizal 2015. And fun fact, I was Miss Rizal 2015, and then I passed on the crown to our current Miss Philippines Earth Fire, Shane Tormes. because she was crowned as the Miss Result 2016. So it's so happy because I've seen her grow talaga, and she's one of my idols. So she was one of the biggest motivators in my life, yung in the middle of my pageant career. But actually, when I was starting, it was Ate Kim Madaya. Hello, Ate Kim, I love you so much. It was Ate Kim Madaya who really told me to go for it, go for the barangay pageant firstly, because she saw this kind of potential inside me. And I saw an ate in her. I believed in her. I trusted her. And if I haven't, I wouldn't be here today with you guys. And of course, my family is one of the biggest motivators. So when I started, there was a little bit of a doubt because competitions can be really fierce and it can be really stressful, and they are correct. It really is stressful, but because of them, because of their belief in me, I really was able to thrive in the pageant industry. So after Miss Rizal, I went on to become Miss Cultural Heritage Philippines, and then I also became the third runner-up Miss Tourism Philippines 2017. And another fun fact, another Miss Philippines Earth runner-up from last year, Justin Ortega, our solar queen, was actually my batchmate in Miss Tourism Philippines. And again, she is still one of my biggest motivators up until this day. And thank you so much, Justin, for always being there for me, and to all of my Miss Tourism Philippines sisters. Thank you so much. And I also joined Binibining Mandaluyong last year. So I also had a 2 year gap, a 2 year hiatus from pageants because I was trying to. That was a time when I focused on my writing career. And then now, so I joined Miss Mandaluyong, and now I joined Miss Philippines Earth because again, I can relate to Miss Keshen because I also already have this advocacy from last year pa. And then I said to myself, there's got to be a way that I can introduce this kind of advocacy to the entire Philippines. And so I thought Miss Philippines Earth is the way to go.
Thank you so much, Mars. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mars. Sophia, kabatch mo din si Miss Mandaluyong today. Si Ronnie
Yes.
Meneses, no?
Yes, she is. In fact, yes. And
Ayun.
she is the current Miss Mandaluyong.
Ayun, ang galing. And ito, question lang. Kasi syempre, kayo girls, upon hearing your stories with regards to the world of pageantry, you joined pageant na way before pa of this virtual pageant. Mars question lang. How was it? Kamusta yung transition mo or kamusta yung preparation mo from a face-to-face, now virtual pageant? How was it? How was the ano nga ba to, the journey of yours in Miss Philippines Earth?
Okay, so I think this is the time that I get to share that most of the time kasi most people stereotype virtual pageant as an easy one because we don't get to showcase ourselves in front of personally with people. We don't meet even the media. We just meet them virtually. But actually, it's not. I have learned that virtual pageant is actually a lot more challenging than the physical pageant that I've been used to because you need to have a support system, and that support system of yours must stand firm in helping you all throughout. And I have to be honest that I didn't have much that cornerstone. I didn't have much that support from people because this, as I've said, this is my comeback pageant. So people didn't really expect me to join Miss Philippines Earth. I mean, this is really a surprise to them. So yeah, and I think it is very important to have a support system when you join a virtual pageant because you need to have videographers, photographers, and you have to have a makeup artist, designers, and they must be willing to do it in an ex deal way because sometimes your municipality is not very willing to financially support you. So yun, it is very important to have a support system. But then what is for me the best thing about virtual pageant is we get to utilize the ones who are not yet in the pedestal, those names who are not yet in the pedestal, but they have such amazing crafts, they have amazing talents, but then they weren't given that spotlight. But through Miss Philippines Earth, through this virtual competition, they are given the chance to showcase their designs. They were given a chance to showcase their artistry. And like my makeup artist, I right now my makeup artist is Januel Raimundo. She's actually a newbie when it comes to pageantry, and I'm so grateful that I get to promote his craft. I'm so grateful that I get to help him in promoting his name. So that for me, that is very important. Helping one another in promoting each other's advocacy and each other's talents and skills. And so yeah, I think that is also one of the best thing about virtual pageant. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mars. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, nakakawa kayo ng family. Nakakawa kayo ng family with regards to your production. Oh, nawala si Mars si Mars Kashan. Ayan. And also, welcome back Mars Precious. Hello, naririnig mo kami? Wait lang natin si Mars Precious. Ayan. Naririnig kaya niya tayo?
Yes, hello. I am very sorry bad connection today because Mindanao actually sing and
It's okay, Mars. We really understand. We really understand your ano. Kapag, if
Kako.
ever, Mars, na hindi talaga kaya for today, okay lang. We can reschedule you for another kwentuhan para mas spotlight talaga din yung ikaw. Kasi kapag baka kasi nawawala-wala ka, sayang lang din yung parang airtime mo sana, 'di ba? So if ever we can reschedule naman you, Mars Precious. But going back to Mars question kanina na sinabi, 'di ba Mars, parang hindi na siya hindi na siya parang ikaw lang yung nagko-compete eh. Nagko-compete din, most especially bayan to bayan ngayon yung
That's true.
nagsusuportahan, sa totoo lang. At dito nakikita talaga yung bayanihan. At ito yung nakakatuwa lang sa virtual pageant, Mars, kasi you get the chance to introduce new talent, most especially with regards to production. Talaga, ang daming magagaling videographer na nakikilala natin with regards to this virtual pageant. And speaking of that, Mars, Sophia, I know ito agree man kayo or not, 30 seconds lang kung minsan yung nakikita namin sa sa mga activities ninyo, 30 seconds lang. Pero Mars, take us back sa ano ba ang nangyayari talaga with regards to virtual pageant? Ano yung mga naging challenges ninyo and at the same time na-overcome yung challenges with regards to this virtual pageant? Ano yung behind the scenes?
Yeah, so ito talaga, Mars Friends, thank you so much for asking that. Kasi ang daming kwento ng virtual pageant sa totoo lang, because unlike a physical pageant, you just go to the venue, you have all your clothes ready, you have your gowns, cultural attire ready, susuotin mo na lang, and then you go up the stage and that's it. May mga backstage drama, pero very minimal. Unlike the virtual pageant, the virtual pageant is one of a kind. Firstly, there's the logistics. Firstly, you have to coordinate with a lot of people to get them on the same day, on the same venue, all at the same time. So first you gotta think of logistics. I'm a logistics person, but even then, it's still very stressful for me. I also actually have the help of Mr. Henry Reyes from Tanay, who is actually an event stylist and events coordinator. So he was actually the one bearing all the burden of the logistics for me. And so I thank you so much. I thank him so much for all of the logistics planning that he did for me. So there's that. And then ngayon actually ito pinaka-struggle namin lately in Tanay, umuulan. Umuulan. So yung kung mapapansin nyo, I think yung mga next videos ko a lot of them would be indoors. Unlike some of my videos from the past na talagang I strive to be outdoors and really showcase the beauty of Tanay. Yung mga next videos ko medyo indoors kami kasi hindi talaga kinaya. Last Saturday, we went to Tanay. Before we went to Tanay, I checked the weather forecast, and it said it was not gonna rain that day. But apparently, I think a low pressure area formed recently. And so when we got there on Saturday, it rained and rained and rained until I think 5 p.m. And so we were not able to shoot anything at all, at all. Saturday, that was July 3. The deadline was July 4. So like, whoo, stress for me because I have my whole team with me and my makeup is ready, my costume is ready, everyone is so excited, we're all pumped, and then we get there, it's raining. So that's one of the struggles that we candidates get to face in a virtual pageant. But the good thing about this is we actually find how resourceful we are in the midst of all this because when that candid shoot happened on Saturday, Sunday we were able to bounce back agad-agad. We were able to find a proper venue, and so we were still able to showcase the cultural attire, for example, and my finals long gown. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I think it's the logistics that really is a big problem for us. But I can see that a lot of us candidates have actually risen up to the challenge of the virtual pageant. And actually, aside from that, another thing is, tama ka dun, Mars friends, medyo tig 30 seconds nga lang yung lumalabas. Different lang tong long gun kasi it was 45 seconds. Pero another problem with that is we have a lot to show. So minsan, yung editors ko naman yung nahihirapan. They struggle with editing my content to just 30 seconds. Sometimes you cannot just show everything with 30 seconds. So I hope with all of the videos that have been shown so far, I hope we were able to give you the best version. So there.
Thank you so much. And also kanina kasi sinabi sa akin, narinig ko sa sinabi ni Mars kasi na naging resourceful talaga. Pero Mars, ito sa inyong dalawa, how was it? Kamusta yung parang pag-collaborate ninyo with regards to the designers or whatnot? Naging naging hands-on ba kayo with regards to your virtual pageant? Mars, Cashen, mag-start tayo sa'yo. Wait lang, para nawala ata siya. Or, alright, so tayo munang dalawa, Mars, Sophia. So, ikaw, Mars, naging hands-on ka ba? Parang, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan, dapat ganito yung location or whatnot. So, how was it?
I'm very hands-on, actually, Mars. Kasi, actually, favorite ko ito video. It's gonna be shown, I don't know when yet, pero I'm very excited for that because it's one of the things that I really was hands-on the most. Um, I start with the conceptualization. I don't put it all on the shoulders of my videographers, of my editors. I like conceptualizing the shots myself so that I get to show my intellect as well through the videos. I might not be credited in the production, but you can see that a lot of the production that we did actually has my personality stamped on it. So for example, with the sportswear, where I really climbed a wall, that's also one of my concepts that I did for the shoot. So I told them I really wanted people to see me in action because I can be in action. This is I really do this, and I want to show them that this is Sophia. I can actually do these things. And kasi 'di ba may stereotype that beauty queens are just pampered lang, ganyan, sitting pretty, getting their makeup done by someone else. But actually, we do a lot of stuff in life, and I wanted to show that through the sportswear, for example, and a lot of my other production videos as well. And ayun, with regards, for example, with my designer, Tito Alvin Nogot, my designer since 2017, talagang solid kami ni Tito Alvin. He knows me. Si Tito, kay Tito Alvin lang yata ako hindi masyadong hands-on because he knows me so well. We don't even fit. I just, the orange gown that I wore in the preliminary long gown kanina, that was shown live kanina, we fitted that on the day itself of the shoot. I have no worries whatsoever with Tito Alvin because he knows me so well. He knows what really accentuates my assets. And that's what I love about him. So we're a very solid team since 2017 and towards the future, I hope. And of course, my makeup artist, Mami Shai Maya, she knows my face so well. Kahit actually, we can do 10-minute makeup na ngayon eh. So, with regards to the core team, wala akong problema. It's very smooth. And even my hairstylist, King Jordan Maginang, talagang alam niya ano yung babagay sa akin and everything. And so with my core team, hindi ko na kailangang magbusisi. But with the videography talaga and the editing, Hello Mirror Studios Incorporated, my production team, they're very, very good. And I love how they are always able to execute the concepts that I think of. So that's how it goes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mars. And also, andyan na ba si Mars Kashan? Ayan. Hello, Mars. Naririnig kaya niya tayo? Ayan. Sabi nga dito, ang daming
Ayan.
nagsasabi na ang ganda daw ng orange gown mo.
Oh, thank
Super.
you.
Super duper. Ayan na ba si Mars? Ay, nawala na naman siya. Pero Mars, ito
Wala
question lang.
siya
Kasi kanina
ulit.
sinabi mo that you are friends with one of my good friend also na si Mars Justin and also si Miss Philippines Sapphire natin na paano yung naging paano yung naging advice nila sa kasi syempre nauna sila eh. Tapos ano yung naging advice nila sa
Mhm. Okay. So firstly, ang advice din talaga nila sa akin is to really focus on my advocacy. And that's what I love about Justin and Ate Sheen because you know that they are very genuine beauty queens. Kasi the first thing they told me to do is to really bring out my advocacy to the people. And that really shows how much they love the earth as well. They're not just beauty queens, they truly are ambassadors of the earth. And I thank them for that kind of advice because, you know, I've been carrying that with me throughout. And that's why I also have these projects that are going on because of their advice to really focus on my advocacy. And other than that, they really told me to just enjoy myself. You know, do not get stressed with everything that's happening in the competition. And they even told me not to dwell too much on social media kasi we know it can be very toxic at times. Pero you know, through their words, through their words of encouragement, I really am able to just pace myself throughout this competition and take everything easily.
Ayun. Thank you, thank you. And ito na, nagbabalik si Mars Cashan from San Fernando, Cebu. Mars, ito, question lang, Mars Cashan. Ay, nandiyan ba siya? Hello, Mars Cashan. Nawawala-wala sila siguro. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po sa lahat po ng nanonood sa atin because of the connection natin. Ayan, si Mars Precious nandiyan na ba? Hi, Mars Precious! Naririnig mo na kami?
Hello. Hello ulit po. Lumipat na ako ng location para mas malapit po sa router.
Yay! Thank you, thank you.
Wow.
And before Mars tayo mag-start, would it be okay, Mars, if you could introduce yourself and also give a little fun facts about you para makilala ka din ng ating mga manonood ngayon?
Yes, hello. My name is Prayag Animas, 21 years old from Pulomolok, South Cotabato. And actually, I am currently working as a customer service at one of the BPO companies in Davao City. And I've been working for 2 years now. And unfortunately, I stopped studying, but still, I'm still working for sustain my needs, especially with my family.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Mars. And ito, balikan ko din si Mars Cashen. Kasi kanina sinabi mo to Mars. Mars Cashen, question lang. Kasi nakikita ko yung mga yung behind the scenes ninyo with different locations na sobrang stunning. sa totoo lang, nakita ko yung casual mo na rumampa ka malapit sa City Hall ninyo or Municipal Hall ninyo. So, Mars, question lang, naging hands-on ka din ba sa ano nga ba, sa pag-check ng location kung saan ninyo gaganapin yung mga preliminary competition ninyo?
Yes, actually, Mars, I was actually also the one who really prepares everything because, like I said, I don't have that strong support system in this Miss Philippines Earth pageant that I am joining right now. So I have to really be very hands on when it comes to finding the right location, finding the right makeup artist, and even the designers that is okay with not having to be paid with anything. And I'm so grateful that they said okay naman. So just by them opening doors for you, it really feels so overwhelming, and at the same time it's heart touching because hindi kasi lahat is willing to support you, but then there are really people who's gonna push you through your advocacy, through your journey in Miss Philippines Earth. And when it comes to location, yes, I have to be very hands on to that. And since naman I live in San Fernando for quite a long time already, I mean, I was raised in that place, so I kind of know already which spots that I can highlight, which spots I wanted to showcase. And San Fernando is actually just a small town in Cebu. But I really chose to represent it. Although I have naman the chance to represent like a city whose name has been on like the spotlight already. For example, Cebu City or Mandawi City. I mean, I can also represent them, but I chose to wear I burgeon as an eco-warrior kasi dito nagsimula yung lahat eh. So, I was raised here, I live nearby the beach, and that is also one of the reasons why I am into the beach or why I love the ocean so much. So, yun, even if it's just a small town, I get to represent it in this huge platform. So, it's very, they're also really proud, they're grateful that I represented San Fernando, Cebu in Miss Philippines Earth because actually this is the first time that San Fernando joined a national pageant. So, yon, although hindi naman always, syempre, I have to be honest that not all the time mapapansin because it's just a small town. It's not usually on the spotlight. But then, I am just grateful that I get to showcase virtually the places that you can visit in San Fernando. And so, Mars, pag pumunta ka ng Cebu, ilagay mo na yan sa checklist.
Bucket list.
Yan.
Actually, no? Punta tayo doon na Mars Precious and Mars Sophia, di ba?
Yan, invited lahat, di ba?
Sa totoo lang, ngayon lang din namin narinig yung San Fernando kasi sobrang, kapag sinabing San Fernando, ang una agad naming sa mind namin is Pampanga. Di ba, Mars Sophia? Kapag sinabing San Fernando,
Yes.
is Pampanga. Which is now, parang, sa totoo lang, Mars Cashen, you really did yung good job talaga sa'yo because Mars, napakilala mo yung San Fernando, not only San Fernando, but San Fernando, Cebu. And bridging that to our next segment, ito na yung magiging, alam ko na alam nyo din to, na ganito yung magiging segment natin. And then, unahin natin si Mars Cashen. Kapag pumunta kami ni Mars Sophia at ni Mars Precious dyan sa San Fernando, Cebu, saan mo kami itutur? Anong ipapakain mo sa amin? Give us the best of San Fernando, Cebu.
Ayan, thank you so much for that question, Mars. I get to also again share my municipality. So I just want to share that San Fernando is actually a small town in the midst of the province of Cebu. It is located in the southern part of Cebu, and we also have a lot of delicacies and tourist attractions. It is because San Fernando is able to balance modernization when it comes to industrialization, and at the same time the preservation of nature. And for me, that is my euphoric haven. That is what I always look forward to when I live in a certain place. Yung mafe-feel mo that there is modernization, but at the same time, nandun pa rin yung environmental causes or advocacy. So yun, so if I can tour you to a place, I would probably bring you to the mangrove forest. Because I really, for me, it's very important. I mean, mangroves, although it is quoted as a swampy wasteland, kasi nga maputik siya, but then if you really think about it, mangroves are very helpful to the environment. I mean, they are the buffer zone of cyclones and huge storms, and it protected the people of San Fernando. And aside from that, if you might think that mangrove forest is just a swampy wasteland, so why would I take you there? But no, it is actually a beautiful place, and you can feel. I mean, there is this ecstatic feeling when you see this mangrove forest kasi parang you're taken back to the time when there hasn't been technology at all, to the time wherein there is no much transformation overload when it comes to the world. So I will probably take you to the mangrove forest so I can also get to share the importance of mangroves and at the same time enjoying its scenery. And when it comes to food naman, I know this is also new to you guys because buko pie actually originated in San Fernando. And a lot of people thought that buko pie is in Manila because buko pie already existed in Manila. But actually, it is the delicacy of San Fernando. The makers of buko pie are actually living in the barangay that I am also currently living. So, yeah, and I get to witness how they made it and I get to witness the preparation. And what I also love about it is because it is just a small business. It is hashtag support local. And when you get to support local, it is not just about thinking local to boost the economy, but at the same time, you get to also remember that these small businesses do not use huge machineries, which means it helps the environment to heal. So yon, I will definitely let you try the buko pie of San Fernando, and I am gonna ascertain you that you're gonna love it.
Nakakatuwa kasi akala ko, correct me if I'm wrong, Marsupia, kasi akala natin yung buko pie is from Laguna. Di ba? Yun
Yes,
pala,
akala ko din.
sa San Fernando siya talaga nag-originate. Sa totoo lang, ito yung kagandahan na nakakausap talaga ako ng mga delegates because nababalik tayo sa kung saan talaga yung history. And Mars, sa totoo lang, Mars Keshan, ikaw pa lang yung nagsaabi sa amin at nagulat talaga kami that, alam na natin guys, that buko pie is started from San Fernando in Cebu.
Yeah,
Diba? Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you din
thank you.
kasi honestly, marami naman talagang buko pie around the Philippines. But San Fernando, it wasn't just, I mean, it wasn't or it hasn't been in like the spotlight. I mean, in Laguna, of course, we know already the buko pie of Laguna. But San Fernando, since it's a small town, it's in Cebu. And I mean, it's not in the mainland. So nobody would really thought about it. But then right now, I get to share that we have the famous buko pie here. So thank you so much, Mars. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Sa totoo lang, very insightful. Sa totoo lang, very insightful ng kwentuhan natin. So, from Cebu, at least sa totoo lang kasi kapag kuminsan, kapag may mga nakakausap ako from Cebu, ang kanila talagang promote is the usual, the lechon Cebu. Pero now, it's a breath of fresh air that buko pie is presented to us in here in Manila. And excited din ako kung ano yung kung ano yung flavor, kung ano yung taste ng buko pie naman ng San Fernando, Cebu. And don't worry, Mars Keshan, kapag okay na yung lahat, yearly pumupunta ako ng Cebu for sinulog because I am a Santo Niño fan talaga ako. So, may message talaga kita, Mars. So,
Wow. Yeah, gusto ko yan. Of course. Yan. Gusto ko yan.
Punta tayo dyan
Of
sa
course.
San
Prepare ko
Fernando.
yung buko pie.
Thank you so much. And syempre, from San Fernando, Cebu, diretso tayo. Dito lang, malapit sa akin. I'm from Manila, so ilang tumbling lang at ilang bus lang, makakapunta na ako sa Tanay, Rizal. Pero Mars, ito, question lang. If ever na kaming dalawa ni Mars Keshen ang pupunta sa Tanay, tour us, best of Tanay. Ano yun, Mars?
Nako, ito ang hirap. Ang dami. So, first of all, there are a lot of falls and mountains in our area. And I think you guys already know about, for example, the Ranak Falls and the nagpatong rock formation. Those are the things that are commonly popular in our municipality. And also there's the Treasure Mountain, but I can also give you alternatives to those. So we already have those popular tourism sites, but we actually have a lot more. So for example, if you're in Daranak Falls already, you can actually just cross a little bridge going to Batlag Falls. So it's just like 3 minutes away from each other. You can just hike it up to Batlag, and that's one of the beautiful places that I want to take you in, because it's very serene, it's very peaceful in there, and the water is just the color. It's teal. It's almost teal. The photos that you can see on social media, those are actually very true. The Ranak and Batlag still has that kind of teal, or what they call this, aquamarine color to it. That's how clean our municipality is. And aside from that, I would also like to take you hiking. I'm so sorry. I will tire the heck out of you. I will exhaust you by hiking up the three mountains of, again, my barangay in Kayabu. I would like to take you hiking in Mount Taingat, Mount Mainuba, and Mount Kayabu. So I personally hiked Mount Taingat already. That's the I guess that's the most difficult among the three. But I would still love to get you there and experience the 8 waterfalls. So aside from Daranak, aside from Batlag, we still have the 8 waterfalls on the inside the trail of the three mountains in our barangay. Aside from that, I would also like to take you to Fresno Agroforestry and Campsite. So there you will be able to trek up Mount Colis, which I've already done. So I've been to 3 peaks, I guess, of Mount Colis. So the Mount Colis peak at 600 meters above sea level. Then there's a heart peak, because there's a heart on the peak. It's like a heart-shaped bamboo where you can have your picture taken. That's another peak. And then the third peak is where you can find Noah's Ark. So there you can actually witness the sea of clouds that Tanay is very famous for. And that's one of the things that I really want you to experience for yourselves. The Sea of Clouds is just an amazing experience. It's almost heavenly to think about it. And aside from those, there are a lot of other tourist destinations, for example, like the Parola, which is very historical in terms of it being a tourism site. And of course, one of the things, or one of the many places that I want to take you to is Tagpuan, Camp and Eco Park. Although it has not yet started construction, but hopefully by the end of the year it will have been finished, and I want to take you guys there as my VIPs.
Exciting. Kung si Mars Cashen, pagkain talaga. Ito naman, papagurin niya tayo sa hiking.
Yes.
Pero at the end of the day, maganda yung makikita natin because of the sea of clouds. Diba? In fairness.
Very worth
in
it.
fairness. Oo, no? Parang hindi ko noon maisip kung minsan. Ikaw ba, Mars Cashen, naka-hike ka na?
Actually, I love trekking, Mars. So when Sophia actually mentioned it, okay, go. Sama ko dyan.
Kasi noon parang hindi ko siya magets. Why is it that parang bakit ko papagurin ang self ko na umakyat? Sa totoo hindi ko siya magets eh. Bakit ko papagurin yung self ko? Pero 1 or 2 treks na siguro na napuntahan ko. Doon ko pala na realize na ang essence pala ng trekking is not just the struggle paakyat, pero magiging worth it siya kasi parang siyang in life. Sa totoo lang in life, parang yung trekking is parang life din eh. Na kapag umakyat tayo, ang daming struggle, pero at the end of the peak, doon mo palang marirealize kung gaano kaganda yung sea of clouds. At sa totoo lang, may mga ibang mga friends ako noon na parang naiiyak, nakikita. Parang ako, yung point ko naman, ba't naiiyak? Anong meron? Clouds lang naman yan. Pero doon ko palang na-realize na hindi personal din kasi pala sa kanila yung pagte-trekking. So, parang nag-gets ko na siya eventually. So, ganon. Kasi kung minsan, di ba, pag tinatanong tayo, kapag may mga pasok, mountain or beach, lahat talaga nagsasabing beach kami. Madalang lang yung nagsasabi ng mountains. Pero ngayon, na-realize ko na kung sa totoo lang, nakaka-addict mag-trekking. Sa totoo lang. Super, nakaka-addict mag-trekking. Kapag na-trek mo na yung ganitong trek, gusto mo pang i-push yung self mo,
More.
itaas pa. Maghahanap ka pa ng mas mataas pa na trek, di ba? So maraming salamat mga Mars sa pag ano nga ba to, sa pag share sa amin with regards to the beauty of your municipality, di ba? And also introducing us to your municipality. O, ayan na siya. Go na ba yan, Mars? Push na ba yan?
Carry na po.
Ayun na, carry na pala. Alright, Mars, kanina kasi nagsasabi kami dito na if ever na pupunta kami sa kanya-kanya mga municipality, saan nyo kami itutour? Ito, never been heard din na municipality. Mars Precious, if ever na pupunta kami sa Polomolok, South Cotabato, saan mo kami itutour? Dahil wag ka na lang mag-ring light, okay na siya.
Nag-move kasi siya. Wait lang po.
Ayan, okay lang. Actually, yung Polomolok, South Cotabato, Ilonggo din sila. Same kami ng language.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. Pulamalok is a known city, especially to you, because it is a small town here in South Cotabato. But Pulamalok is a first-class municipality, and it's between General Santos City and also municipality of Tupi, South Cotabato. So first, since you're from Visayas and Luzon, so probably you are going to travel using airlines and also what we call this fuel trunco or ship. So about that, from General Santos to Palomalok, it's around 15 to 30 minutes, and we will going to travel using van. And the famous landmark of Pulomolok is the pineapple plantation, which which Dole Philippines Incorporated is one of the biggest company in the Pulomolok, which landed jobs to the people or to the locals inside Palomolok and also outside Palomolok. And one of those famous destination also in Palomolok is the Blaan Wellness and Tribal Village, and also the Fuyabing School tradition, which they are a Blaan tribe, and actually the famous person from that tribe is Fuyabing Masalon, which awarded as one of the national living treasure way back then, and she was awarded by President Rodrigo Duterte. But unfortunately, a month ago she died. But the culture, the heritage, and the tradition is still there because she passed her skills to her granddaughter, and right now that village is still in harmony. And if you go there, you really feel relaxed and refreshed because you will see the beauty of Mount Matutom, because that village is located at the foothills of Mount Matutom, and you really enjoy that view. And one of also the beautiful place in Palomalok are the resorts, the natural springs, and also we have a durian garden in Palomalok as well, because Palomalok is also, or the South Cotabato itself is known as the fruit basket of the South. That's all.
Thank you, thank you. And Mars Precious, on behalf of Mars Keshen and Mars Sophia, we really appreciate that you find ways to be with us. So maraming salamat, Mars Precious. We really appreciate. At ngayon ko lang nalaman na yung Dole pala, yung iniinom natin na pineapple na Dole, is Doon pala sa Pulumulok.
Yes po.
Nakakaloka. Sa totoo lang, very informative yung night ko na ngayon. Sobra. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much for sharing. And also, eto, let's go to the highlights of our night. I know that akala ninyo, kwentuhan is more on chikahan lang. No, it's not like that. It's more on about you girls. I know that some of you, this is the first time that you are interviewed by a media. So ako, yung advocacy ko talaga, girls, is for you to be in this live show, for you to educate one another. Let's educate one another with regards to your advocacy. Kasi alam ko, hindi nyo to na-amplify yung advocacy ninyo eh. This is the time right now, Mars, to educate us with your advocacy. What are the backstories of your advocacy? Why you choose this advocacy and you champion this advocacy? Let's start from Miss Keshan. Mars Keshan, mag-start tayo sa'yo. Would it be okay, Mars, if you could share to us your advocacy? The floor is yours. Speak whatever you want to speak with regards to your advocacy, Mars.
Okay, so yun. I have mentioned earlier that my advocacy is actually about scavenging the ocean. And you know, a lot of people would wonder, why would you just want to scavenge the ocean? You can scavenge the whole earth. You can scavenge the whole, I mean, not just the ocean, but also the land and other parts of the world or parts of the earth. But then I just want to share that I'm actually a person who's very passionate. I mean, I don't pursue something if I'm not passionate about it. I want to be genuine and sincere with my intentions so that if I will win Miss Philippines Earth, I would totally be giving my heart to my advocacy. And I won't just be showcasing my beauty or my wit, but I will be also able to advocate, to inspire, and to motivate in cleaning the ocean. And also, why the ocean? First is because I was taught that when you have a goal, you have to be smart. It means you have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and timely. So I have to be specific to which part I am going to clean. I have to be specific to which part I am going to choose. I mean, it's not easy to clean the earth in just one platform, and like just joining Miss Philippines Earth, you know it's very impossible to totally clean the earth. You have to choose a specific goal, and for me it's the ocean because like I've said, I'm a thalassophile. I consider myself as a mermaid trapped in a human's body because I really love to go to the ocean, and every month I go to the ocean, not because I have a leisure time but because I want to have peace of mind. The ocean calms me, the ocean gives me serenity, and that is one of the major reason why I am here, because I really want to give back, because I've heard that in 2050 our oceans will be filled with plastics rather than actual fishes. And you know, we live in an archipelagic country. We live in a country wherein our main resources are fishes. We have a lot of fishermen in the Philippines. And imagine if that happens. What will happen to the Philippines? We live in a tropical country. We love to go to the beach. A lot of people would want to say, I want to go to the beach, but then you just can't take snaps of the beach. You just can't take photo of the beach. You also have to be very careful in where you put your garbage right after you visit a certain beach. You have to be very careful that you don't harm the sea creatures. You do I mean, I've seen a lot of news wherein one news that really bothered me the most was when a turtle, there was a metal that got stuck on its nose, and it kind of hurt me in such a way. I mean, these turtles are so innocent. These turtles didn't do any bad thing to human. In fact, they help human beings. They have a role in our ecosystem. But then they get hurt in such a way that they do not deserve. So right now, I am fighting for the ocean, not just through scavenging it, but at the same time, through really helping the sea creatures, because I want to be the voice of the voiceless. I want to speak in behalf of them because I know that they can. And since I consider myself as a mermaid, then perhaps it is the best way to act as one through joining Miss Philippines Earth. So I am grateful that I really get to, pass the screening. I really get to share with you this advocacy. I mean, although it's not all the time that I get to talk about this, and in fact, right now I am very grateful that I get to be invited in this Kweentuhan, because right now, I mean, I get to share the genuinity, or I mean the sincerity of me talking about my advocacy and why this is important. I mean, why this must push through. So right now, that is actually my goal. But aside from that advocacy, I also just really want to share, Mars, allow me, with regards to environmental management system. I actually graduated in Southwestern University, FINMA, under the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, and I major in Marketing Management. And when I took the subject Environmental Management System, it really opened my eyes to as to why we need to be very invested in our environmental causes, why we have to be very invested in cleaning the environment, because I have seen that a lot of people are neglecting water waste. And not just water waste, but even plastic pollution. They didn't care about it. And despite the overwhelming environmental laws, despite the overwhelming advocacies, I mean, Miss Philippines Earth didn't just happen right now. It's like 10 years of Miss Philippines Earth, and we have every girls have different advocacies. Every girls get to share why they wanted to win Miss Philippines Earth, and most of the major reason is because of their advocacy. But then didn't it strike into also your mind, haven't you questioned also that despite of these advocacies, despite of these environmental laws, why is still there environmental problems, and why is the earth still not healing? So also want to propose that in environmental management system, we will not only be convincing people, enough of convincing people. It's time to walk by example. It's time to do what's right. It's time to do what we're supposed to do for such a long time. We have encouraged people so much. We have convinced people so much. And I tell you, just like chain smokers, if we tell them to stop smoking, they're not gonna stop smoking. It will take them a lot of years to do so. So for me, I cannot invest my time anymore to encouraging those non-believers that climate change is real or global warming is real. I actually stopped convincing them about it. Instead, I started my way in 2019 in scavenging the ocean, in doing what's right, and there I started by example. Because just like the famous saying, Mars, that children are not good listeners, but they are good imitators. So when they see you doing it, then that's also the perfect time that they will also do that. And right now, my target is not just those who neglect global warming, but also the younger generation. Because if we plant a seed right now, it will soon grow. And you can actually pick up what you have planted right now. You're gonna pick it up tomorrow. So that is also why I want to plant it to the younger generation, so that when they grow up, they will become the environmental or the eco warriors that I dreamed them to be, that I wanted them to be. Because I know that we can mold people through our actions. So yon, I hope I get to inspire you with my talk, and also sana I get to also touch people not just here in the Philippines but around the world, to be very very you have to be very alam mo yung not just say that I love the environment. You have to be truthful with what you're saying. You have to mean it. And if you mean it, it should actually comes with an action. So yon, I hope we will definitely act on it right now, and let's not wait until the water runs dry. Yan. Thank you,
Thank
Mars.
you. Thank you so much, Mars. Very informative, very educational with regards to your advocacy. And I really, really love this segment because it really educate not only us for but also our viewers right now who are watching right now. Pumapalo na tayo ngayon, nasa 80 to 70 viewers tayo ngayon. And in this time, sobrang taas na nun. Sobrang taas ng viewership natin with regards to that because of your ano nga ba to? Advocacy, Mars. And syempre, thank you so much, Mars Keshan. Another beautiful advocacy. Let's go to Mindanao from Polomolok, South Cotabato. Mars Precious, Would it be okay, Mars, if you could share to us your advocacy and what is the backstory of your advocacy? Why you champion that advocacy?
Uh, I am advocating sustainable tourism establishes a suitable balance between environmental, economic, and socio-cultural aspect, and it plays important role in conserving biodiversity. And the reason why I want to advocate this one, it is because I know everyone really loves to travel, and even local, national, international, we really love to visit some places, especially uh, a place which are rich in environment, rich in culture, rich in tradition, and I want to preserve that, and that cause um since that place is also a home a home of others, and we need to respect their home, we need to respect their culture, and also we need to respect the people around that environment or around that place. And since sustainable tourism, it also gives a job to the locals, and we need also to support the locals. And since that in that simple way, we can help the local by I mean by buying their products. I mean, buying their products, their foods, and also, and while we are in vacation, we need also to be responsible enough from our actions by simply, if we will going outside from our hotels or to our rooms, we need to think that we need to off the lights, we need to off the air cons, something like that. That simple way we can help our our environment, our mother earth. And also in a simple way that we need also to respect the tradition, because sometimes we cannot understand the culture or the tradition that they have. Instead of mocking them, we need to learn from that, because in the future we can also share that knowledge to someone, that something like in Polomolok there is a Blaan tribe. So someone didn't know about this tribe, because the know um the known tribe is like Ifugao, Igorot, and they are not aware of Ablaan tribe. So since we have different culture, we have different tradition, but still we are diverse with that culture, because we are Filipino. That culture is already engraved in our heart and mind, and by that, it's about thinking beyond yourself, and every actions that we make has an impact to someone or to something, and it's about doing what you love and making the world a better place. That's all.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much, Mars. Another beautiful advocacy. Ito yung maganda kasi, yung mga advocacy, hindi lang talaga siya nagfo-focus into environment. Kasi syempre, platform tong Mars eh. Sa totoo lang, whatever advocacy that you have, take advantage of this, because once in a lifetime, you are given a platform to fight causes that very near to your heart. So, Mars Precious, congratulations. Super duper ngayon pa lang sa advocacy mo. Sobrang congratulations. And if ever na makapunta ako, if ever sa Jensen at makadaan ako sa South Cotabato at mapuntahan kita, please introduce me to that tribe. Sa totoo lang. Maraming salamat.
Yes, Mars. Of course, this Blaan tribe is also. In addition, this tribe was also helped by late Gina Lopez, and that village, Miss Gina Lopez developed that. But unfortunately, that tribe really needs a help, and I want also to use this platform. Win out if you have
Desiga.
you can contact me or Messenger, or you can also contact me through my IG so that we can help this tribe.
Thank you so much, Mars. Maraming salamat. 'Di ba? Sobra. Sa totoo lang, one of the best live ko ito. Sa totoo lang, grabe yung information overload sa akin. Sobra. Hanga ako sa inyo, girls. Sa totoo lang, hanga ako sa inyo, girls. And last but definitely not the least, isa din sa inaabangan niya sa comment section. Just ko, ang dami ding nagko-comment sa kanya from Tanay Rizal. Mars Sofia, would it be okay, Mars, if you could share to us your advocacy, the backstory of your advocacy, Mars, and also, Mars, educate us with your advocacy. The floor is yours right now, Mars.
Yes, Mars, thanks so much. And I agree with you when you said that we have to take advantage of our advocacies in this kind of platform because we're really touching a lot of lives. Just being able to influence people through social media with the interviews that we do, for example, like this one, it's a really big deal to be able to help out an actual community. So my advocacy is actually related to that, and it's also very related to what Miss Polomolok is also advocating for. I am also advocating for the environmental protection of Tanay while also benefiting the IT community of our barangay, of our municipality, in fact. So my advocacy is what I call ecopreneurship. Basically, it's a type of entrepreneurship that is also a social enterprise that benefits a lot of our dumagats in Tanay. So basically, what I want to do is to create a circular economy in our barangay in Kayabu. Basically, what a circular economy means is that the benefit is just it's making a circular motion, meaning it's benefiting a cycle. It's benefiting through a cycle that's happening within our municipality. So, for example, in our Eco Park in Tagpuan Campen Eco Park, what I want to do is to create a very what do you call this, a very effective solid waste management plan in which the biodegradable waste that we get from our tourists, for example, their food wastes, banana peelings, orange peelings, food leftovers, those biodegradable wastes will go to a vermicomposting system. The basically a vermicompost system is a composting pit with worms in it, so they digest those biodegradable waste and produce fertilizers. The fertilizers will then be used for our greenhouse, which we are going to create basically for the benefit of the indigenous peoples in Tanay. So we will just be manufacturing the greenhouse itself. We will be constructing that, but we will not be the ones to profit from it. We want to give the entire management, the entire administration of that greenhouse to our IPs in the barangay. So they basically will be able to produce their own crops, their own plants, their own trees, for example, and they will be able to profit off of those. So we actually have this mini restaurant in the Eco Park, and hopefully we will be able to do a farm to table thing where we will purchase our crops from the IPs. And so, that's creating this whole multiplier effect or domino effect because they will get another source of income because of that. And that source of income will actually circulate in the economy of our LGU. So that's what I mean by the circular economy. So basically, um, I formed this kind of advocacy when we started planning for our eco park last year. This was very recent. This was just last year when we suddenly thought, the three of us friends, oh, we want to build a glamping resort out of nowhere. And then me being a UP a UP student, me being an scholar ng bayan, I always bring with me this kind of advocacy that I always have to advocate for my fellow Filipinos. And because we're doing this business in Tanay, I thought there would be no better beneficiaries than the Dumagats who are already there. It's their ancestral domain. We are just borrowing their resources. And what we're doing as entrepreneurs is that we are we're trying to balance, the benefits that we're getting, because we're borrowing these resources from them. We also want to give back to them. We want them to be able to profit off of it. We want them to have a sustainable living from our business as well. So it's a it's a circular economy, basically, that I want to introduce, not just to Tanay actually, but to the entire Philippines, which is also the reason I joined Miss Philippines Earth. And this advocacy, while the very core of my advocacy only started last year, the main reason behind it, my environmental awakening, so to speak, actually started in 2008. Was that 2008 when Ondoy happened? Mars Friends, tama
Mm-mm.
ba? 2008, yeah.
2008.
Mm-hmm. September, I think, September 23, 2008, when I swam in Ondoy, in Ondoy floodwaters. So it was a traumatic experience because I just thought it's going to be just a storm. It was just a storm for me. But the water kept on rising. And not just water, it was very muddy. It was very muddy waters. We were trying to save our household items, our appliances, for nothing. It was we're trying to save them, but for nothing, because the water kept on rising. We just have a bungalow, and we couldn't save anything. We didn't know that it was going to reach the top of our first floor, which is the only floor we had at the time. And so we got out of the house. I swam in floodwaters up until the point where there's already no flood, and it was traumatic, but it was also my environmental awakening. That was the time when I really told myself, I have to do something. I just have to start with myself first, because I also agree with Miss Keshen when she said that sometimes it's futile to change the minds of non-believers. But I want to educate them. I still am educating them. But for me, what I did was I really started with myself. I wanted to do an action that can really impact lives. And that action was Tagpuan Camp and Eco Park from last year. That was really the time when I was able to form, to give shape to my advocacy. And hopefully, I will be able to introduce this kind of sustainable ecotourism, sustainable ecopreneurship model to the entire Philippines. So that really is my goal. I hope whatever happens, and hopefully when I win Miss Philippines Earth, I will be able to bring this advocacy to our entire country.
Thank you so much, Mars. And also, syempre, need natin yung mga eco warriors actually yung mga nabansagan sa inyo eh. You are the eco warriors, and we really need you with regards to your advocacy, and hopefully whatever happens, win or lose, Mars, promise me that ipagpatuloy niyo yung advocacy na ito, kasi kailangan na kailangan kayo. As Mars Keshan kanina sinabi, let's stop asking for people. Let's work on it. And if whatever happens, Mars, if you need my help social media wise, tap me. I am very willing to spread the words with regards to your advocacy. So maraming salamat ha. Sobra. Sobra.
Aww, thank you, Mars.
Thank you, Mars. Thank you.
Welcome, Mars. Welcome. And syempre, tapos na ang ating advocacy round, and diretso na tayo. We do have a little fun game, which is hashtag round. So, yung mangyayari dito is, pipili kayo ng number from 1 to 6, and then may lalabas na word, and then give your thoughts with regards to this hashtag. Ayan. Ang ating tech team is ready na. Alright, mag-start tayo from Luzon. Mars Sophia, choose a number from 1 to 6.
I choose one.
Alright, number 1. Your hashtag is make up.
All right. Hashtag makeup. I believe that makeup is one of the many things that can empower a woman. It's not a cover up, actually, but it is a it's just basically a tool, an equipment that can actually bring out our assets. So, for example, I love using eye makeup because that is my asset. My eyes are my asset, and I want them to speak, and I want them to bridge a message to all of my audience, and I do that through the use of makeup. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you! O, di ba? In fairness, naitatawid. Alright, diretso tayo ng Visayas. Mars question. Choose a number from 2 to 6.
Okay, I choose number 6.
Alright, wow, dulo-dulo ah. Dulo-dulo silang dalawa ni Mars Sofia. Your hashtag is culture.
Okay. Hashtag culture. I really believe that every individual has a different culture. It's not only by city or by municipality, but everyone has a different culture, and that makes us unique. It makes us separate from other people. And sometimes we mistaken uniqueness as a bad thing. But we have to remember that if we do not vary from each other, what will happen is we will all be the same, and we don't want that to happen. We don't want to be the same with each other because we need this distinct features, which includes our culture, to be varied from one another. Because when we are unique, we became the woman or the man, the person that we wanted to be. Because it is our culture that helps us grow. Our culture actually includes our values, our beliefs, our religion. And when we are molded by that culture, and let us make sure that that culture leads to the path that is right, and then we can definitely expect a more peaceful world for everyone. Let's just make sure that this culture that we are trying to make right now will help our children, will help our younger generations to be molded into the better persons that we wanted them to be. Yan.
Ay, bongga! I love it! Ang bongga, bongga! In fairness. Sa totoo lang na ano kayo, na ma-practice yung ano nyo dito, yung Q&A nyo. In
Yes.
fairness.
As in.
In fairness. Diretso tayo from Mindanao. Mars Precious from Polomolok. Mars, choose a number from 2 to 5.
I would choose number 3.
Number 3. Your hashtag is work from home.
All right, so I can relate with this one because I've been working at home for a year now since the pandemic started, and this work from home, it really gives a positive impact with myself because it really gives time with my family, with my with someone with my boarding house, which we really have a bond time, and gives us a more time to ourselves. And also it really focuses that we need to we need to we need to take good care of our health because health is very important, and we don't want to take risk of this because katawan lang natin yung puhunan natin, of course. And about that, sometimes there is a negative negative side of that because of the connection, but still, we are still making ways like this one. I really experienced this earlier. But I really strive hard to be part of this Kweentuhan because this is a one-time opportunity to speak with my advocacy and my purpose.
Yay! Thank you! Thank you so much! Diba? Maraming salamat, Mars. And diretso ulit tayo from Luzon. Mars Sofia, choose a number from 2, 4, or 5.
I choose 4.
Number 4, your hashtag is illegal loggings. Wow, very timely din sa inyo, dyan sa Tanay, di ba?
Yes. That's correct, Mars friends. Hashtag illegal logging. This is one of the many causes of our environmental problems. For example, in Tanay, this used to happen a lot before, but now because of the power and the enforcement of laws of our LGU, of our Tanay municipality, illegal logging has diminished, and hopefully it will soon stop. And actually, a lot of the things that the indigenous peoples help us with is the halting of illegal logging activities in our municipality, and they actually are our frontliners in reforestation, and that is one of the many things that I also want to be able to help them with. I want to help our indigenous peoples in protecting our motherland by reforesting the Kaliwa Watershed Forest Reserve. And I hope that the whole Philippines will soon wake up and realize that illegal logging must stop, not tomorrow, but today, hopefully.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mars. And diretso ulit tayo from Visayas. So Mars question, choose a number from, tama ba? 2 and 5. 2 and 5 na lang.
Sige, I'll choose 5.
Number 5. Your hashtag is mental health. Oh.
Wow, I love it. Okay, so I tiptoed through life wanting to be someone else. I tiptoed through life because I am afraid to be off pitch or mismatched and misjudged. I wanted to be like others. I wanted to fit in. But how I redeemed from life's fiasco was when I learned to accept myself. And that is the best solution into mental health. Let us accept ourselves. Let us not try to belong to other society, to other group of people that we do not belong. And let us stop trying or forcing everyone to be the same with each other. Because I myself is an introvert. I have social anxiety. I've gone through mental illness and I was able to survive it because of the people who loves me, who continue to accept me despite of showing who I really am. And that is what the world needs right now. Let us embrace each other's differences. Let us embrace each other's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and all. Even if we are not going through the same thing, let us try to understand one another. Because once we understand one another, we also solve the mental health issues that we are facing right now. Understanding is the key.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Diba? Ang galing, ang galing. Magaling, magaling, magaling ang mga batang ito. Diba? And last but definitely not the least, wala ka ng choice, Mars Precious, kundi yung last number na. Your hashtag is... very, very, ano sa'yo, di ba? Dahil dyan, fruits. Go, Mars.
All right, hashtag fruits. Fruits, it really gives us nutrients and makes our body uh healthy. And by fruits, we can difference of different products and different way on using fruits. Like for example, in Pulomolok, we are rich in pineapple, and through that pineapple, we can use that to make a pineapple jam, a thread to make a barong, and also since Polomolok is famous also for a product that been exporting internationally and local national, which is the fruit cocktail. And we are really proud of that because that is the product of Polomolok that makes us rich and proud. And fruits can also gives us a healthy mind, fresh of face or healthy face, healthy skin, and also gives us a good nutrients in our body. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you so much. At alam ko na yung next na mangyayari. Meron din akong pa-hashtag nito. Sabi na nga ba eh. Every night na lang, Day. Meron din ako, Day. Meron din akong pa-hashtag. Okay. Hashtag Dashers. So, as they say, we don't need to handle bashers, because at the end of the day, what matters is our family and friends that gives us support with regards to our journey in our life. So with regards to basher, don't mind them. They are bashers. And if you look at into a brighter side of that bashing thing, bashing can be very good in you if you get a good criticism with regards to your basher. And I thank you. Di ba?
Galing
Naitawid
din,
na.
ah.
Naitawid.
Iba ka dyan, Mars.
Naitawid na.
Check. Check yan.
Alright. Mars, before we end our kwentuhan, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Hindi nyo alam, 1 hour and 30 minutes na tayong nagchichikahan. Oh, di ba?
Oo nga.
Hindi nyo nalaman, di ba? Kasi masaya lang.
Ang saya.
Ang kwentuhan natin. But before we end, Mars, would it be okay, Mars, if you could share to us saan kayo nila mapafollow sa social medias ninyo? And this is the time that you give your message also to your supporters, to your upcoming supporters, and most especially, Mars, sa glam team ninyo at sa LGU ninyo. What is your message to them? Mag-start tayo kay Mars Sofia.
Thank you, Mars. Of course, Mars friends, first of all, thank you so much for having us tonight. And of course, I want to thank my core team, Tito Alvin Nogat, my designer, my makeup artist, Mami Shai, my hairstylist King, Maginang, and of course to our LGU, headed by Dr. Jeff Pino of our tourism. And thank you so much also to Sir Henry Reyes for coordinating my venues. And of course, thank you to my team Tanay. Hindi ko na po isa-isa, ang dami nila. Sobrang thank you so much for the support. I can feel it all the time. And of course, thank you so much to my head admin, Ate Tintin. Hello, thank you so much. And to sa Angels, talagang nagpapaload pa yan para lang makapag-comment sa mga live ko. So, I appreciate all of you. Of course, to my production team, Mirror Studios Incorporated, thank you so much for your execution of our production ideas. And thank you so much to my family, Mama, Papa, my bunso, Naomi. You guys are my inspiration all the time. And of course, I want to greet my Papa. Happy birthday, Papa, on July 10. Malapit na. So, uwi ako dyan. And of course, thank you so much to my Cami. Thank you so much for guiding me all the time. Thank you so much to Tito Rogel for the mentorship. And of course, to Miss Jem and Tito Jace for the mentorship as well. And ang dami pa. Ang dami kong kailangan pasalamatan. But hindi ko na kayo maisa-isa. But I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of you. Hindi man ako makareply sa mga messages agad-agad, sa mga comments. But I love you all. Thank you so much for being with me in this journey. And to Tanay, thank you so much. Of course, tomorrow I will be meeting with the IPs, with the IP head of our barangay. I mean na. Love niyo na talaga. So, but yeah, I'm very excited for that. And again, thank you to all of the people who are supporting me in this journey. Love you all.
Maraming salamat. And diretso tayo sa Bisaya. Sa Mars Session, saan ka nila mapafollow sa social media mo? Ano yung message mo, Mars? Pwede kang mag-Bisaya, ha? Para tagos sa puso talaga. Kasi naiintindihan naman nila, Mars. So, Mars, the floor is yours.
Alright, so first and foremost, thank you so much, Mars friends, for this opportunity to get to talk about our advocacy, to get to know us candidates. I mean, this really means a lot to me because actually this is my first time to get interviewed by a media. And thank you for the spotlight. Thank you for this opportunity. I am very grateful, and that is really all I can say. I am just so grateful for this opportunity. And I would like to thank my makeup artist, General Raimundo, Samara Iofe, and Harvey Christian Baligwat for my makeup, and also for my designer, Jovert Hubahay Bridelosa, for my gown earlier, and Ati Harvey also for my other gown, upcoming long gown competition again. And also, I would like to thank the people who continue to support me. And you can actually reach me through my social media. My IG is Kishin Montefalco, and Facebook is Kishin Babatid. And please, please, if you have any questions or you have anything that you wanted me to share with you, especially with regards to the environment, please reach out. I am willing to talk about it. I am willing to show up wherever it will be. And also, daghang salamat kaayo sa tanang subuanon nga nagpadayon og suporta kanako bisan pa man sa kalisod sa virtual pageant na aragyod mo kanunay nga nagasuporta nako. And I really there's only one thing that I really ask from you right now. Only one thing. Please continue to pray for me because after all I still believe that God is the one who is the best perfecter of our destiny. So yeah, and just please pray for me for the upcoming journey. May I win or lose. I am very grateful already for this opportunity. And thank you so much, Mars. Once again, thank you everyone. Thank you to my Queen sisters that I get to know you and your advocacies. And really praying that may the one who gets to win Miss Philippines Earth will be truly truthful to her duty. Yan lang naman talaga yung wish ko, Mars. Thank you!
Ay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mars. At nakakakilig kasi ako talaga yung pinakauna na
Oo, yeah. So
nag-interview.
thank you talaga.
Oh. Maraming salamat, Mars. Ayun nga, di ba, sinasabi ko talaga, yung advocacy ko, kung sa inyo, environment, kung sa Miss World, ganito, yung advocacy ko naman na sa media is to be a medium to you and to your fans and also to the people because I have a platform. I will use this very wisely to promote and protect girls. Beautiful and perfect girls para sa akin. Kaya maraming salamat. Sa totoo lang. And last but definitely not the least, our baby girl here from Polomolok, South Cotabato, Mars Precious. Saan ka namin mapapollow at ano ang message mo? Pwede kang mag-dialect sa inyo ha. So go Mars.
All right. So, Mars, thank you so much for this one-time opportunity. It really gives me a confidence to speak with my advocacy, and it's really sad to hear that I am not supported by my LGU. But still, I am very thankful because there is a private sectors that are very willing to help me, a politicians as well from a different municipality or province which they give their full support to me, and I am very thankful for them, especially in financial because virtual pageant very magastos talaga, and I am very thankful to them because they trust me and they pushes me to lead in this pageant, and also I am very thankful with my team from my makeup artist, um, Ate Tanet, Ate Yazi, Adam, and also Kuya Larry, which they always make my videos or make my face very beautiful, and I am very thankful with them. And also with my designers, I am very thankful to Tita Jocelyn and Mr. R.L. Omadle for letting me to wear their wardrobes, and also I am very thankful with my production team, Michael Laya, Ken Figuera, and Jet Rosales because uh, they they produces of videos that really impress others, and also I am very thankful with my family and friends who really support on the entire journey. And also, I am very thankful to my photographer, which is Rumina or camera photography, which produces a very good and quality pictures. And at the age of 18, he already produced a good quality of pictures. And I hope someday my team will going to discovered by someone. And also, I am very thankful for this wonderful opportunity that given by Miss Philippines Earth because this is my first national pageant, um and it boosts my confidence to speak regarding with my advocacy, which is sustainable tourism. Thank you, and damo nga git na salamat.
Ayan, madamo man nga salamat ang Mars Precious. And also, again and again sa lahat po na nanonood, don't forget to vote these three beautiful ladies sa ecosystem. So please, please, please vote for them. Okay? And also before we end our kwentuhan, again and again, every time that we end, mga Mars, if ever nalalabas kayo, please, 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 practice social distancing. And at the same time, let's wear face mask, face shield, and also sanitize our hands. And kapag wala namang ang importante, just stay at home na lang, no? Just stay at home na lang. That is our social responsibility. And at the same time, if kaya na magpa-vaccine, go, magpa-vaccine kayo. And if in doubt, ask for the medical. Sa mga medical, mag-ask kayo kung ano yung proper na kailangan or the do's and don'ts with regards to vaccine. Mga Mars, hopefully, nag-enjoy kayo. It's been a informative and educational night. Maraming salamat mga Mars at mag-ingat!
Thank you, Mars. Thank you, everyone.